juicing. If it starts to and you think, oh fuck, well, are you smart enough to say, okay, after here, I'm not gonna chase it. So if I'm gonna chase it, I better fucking do it all in between here, right? If it does this, you know, what? Okay, I didn't short 7.5 with that being the stop loss like Kimbo was talking about. Let's get nasty on him. Single print grabbed. Easy money. Let's go. Ka-choy. Who juicing? Yeah. Too easy. Yeah, everybody feel prepared? Crypto Damas says, finally, man. Yes, sir. Hey. Ka-choy. Black Pinoy says, I missed the trident, was sleeping. That's okay. But I mean, like, I didn't take the trident. I had DeMarcus smash. You know? So, it's like, it's pretty cool, right? To, like, have these. You kind of know, like, what your go is. But let's get it. And then, obviously, we've got this perfect right now. So as long as we can stay above that, we should be in good shape. Any questions? How you guys doing? But no real surprises, ladies and gentlemen. This is just full rotate. So daily open outside of value. You know, we're almost at the mathematical target. So just a little full rotate. Just a little imbalance restoration. All right, so you could pretty much call it cleaned. Yeah, maybe a little bit more left, but yeah, the rotate was pretty quick and nice. All right, how we doing? Any questions, Lions? Everybody, how was everybody's preparation today? Did everybody have levels to the upside, levels to the downside? Whether you were longing or shorting, did you have good risk management? Did you prepare and plan? Did you see the edge? I'm juicing. Bear Like says, I got in some alts, easy money. Nice. Yeah, for alts, I'm going to do some altcoin nerd out today. I think there's stuff to be prepared for next week. Yeah. Kextasy says, I am so lost. I have no idea what happened. That's okay. Start with fundamentals. So did you have levels to the upside? Levels to the upside. You should always be prepared for a pump and a dump. All right. I say this every day, so you can just watch like yesterday's highlights, for example, and I broke it down. Start with levels to the upside and downside. Okay. You should have invalidations and confirmations for shorts and longs. Whether you are looking to short or whether you are looking to long, make sure that like you have these diagonal and horizontal levels as sort of like your, this is where I would market smash type of thing. All right. Kextasy says every sign was bearish except for the div. No. No, you mean everything was bullish? Yeah, so if anything, Kextasy, just get caught up on the last couple of days. Do you know, like, every time that I had to be like, hey, if I have a gun to my head, I would prefer blank. Did you hear me bitching and moaning about, no, let me get a short from blank. Let me get a short from here before you go to 85. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, the most bullish thing might have been that you thought it was bearish. I don't know. Yeah, but that's okay. But it's not about being right or wrong. Let's say, for example, that you were gonna be bearish. Well, clearly your invalidation is right here. I don't know how many times I said this yesterday, but I asked everybody, hey, if you're in a short from here, if you're in a short from here, if you're in a short from here, where's your stop loss? Because as soon as you have candle closes above this line, it's gonna cascade up. I don't know if you remember me saying that. I said it all those times here. I said, wait for candle closes, because as soon as you get a candle close, it's going to run stops. So if you were going to short, the only way that you could have shorted is if you made sure that you were going to stay below this line. For me, I'm waiting for this line to get broken. Yesterday, the day before, because then that means that we can stop all of these people out, and then I've got a chance to get my 112, 113 short. Alrighty. Yeah! Let's get this juice! Gotta be testing it! Let's get it! Yeah! Ka-chaya! Any questions? But yeah, that's okay, Kekstasy. Yeah, that's okay, Kekstasy. Hopefully, as long as you didn't get wrecked and you had a clear invalidation, I think you're all good. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. It's too easy. Come out. Let's go. Alpizes is what you're looking for on Trump coin. Just swing fails. Yeah. So, I don't know if I can let this run. I mean, I damn near pretty much like round tripped pretty much everything. So still in it, but, yeah, maybe a swing fail here I have to think about. Yeah, I still would love to, get above the VWAP, and then we can really get going. But it's the same conundrum as before, LPZ. I got to think, like, should I shave? Or let this bitch just run to 100? So, because if it goes to 100, then it's like a $2 million trade. Yeah. IK3 says, Kimba starts his live and we had a 4% candle. Yeah, a lot of CME order flow backed up. So it was just because RTH got triggered. That's the power of RTH, big boy. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah! Get joy! Goddamn, we juicing like a motherfucker, boys. We juicing like a motherfucker! We're juicing like a motherfucker. Yeah. Let's go. Trade tomatoes as always on the wrong side of this Vala. Well, that's okay. That's okay, brother. As long as you minimize your risk. It's not about being in the right or wrong trade. It's just about minimizing risk. You're not going to be right every single time. So it's like, the thing that I think gets people messed up the most is that you're not objective and you don't have plans for a long and a short. Yeah. So, but this is exactly what I wanted yesterday. I was like, yo, how many of y'all remember somebody was like, Kimba, I have a 107 short. And I said, dude, where's your stop loss? Because as soon as it gets above this blue line, it's going to run stops on every single one of these shorts. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. So, if you didn't believe in that observation, then you know that if you wanted to short, you have to have all your candle closes below the blue line. So anytime that you think you're not going to have a candle close below the blue line, you can't short, right? Yeah, it's just data. It's just data. I mean, it's almost identical to this, right? We said, hey, you break that, you're going to pop. So, Gucci. I think we need to change the fib. Yeah, but don't pull it like this though, remember? Don't do this. This is a smaller range inside of a bigger range, which the structure has not changed. Studio says, what entry for long if you got left at the train station? Please don't long. You're going to fuck my shit up. It's already too late. You should have been preparing for the long. Yeah, now you should be prepared for a short. You're going to fuck up the short. You're going to be like, hey, for those of us that got left behind the train station, where should we short? Where should we short, Kimba? Yeah, there's no... Yeah, you got left, Studio. I try to tell you guys, it's not going to pump until all the retail longers are stopped out. It's not going to dump until all the retail shorters get stopped out. So... it's all of the higher time frame concepts that we talk about. Neo says, Kimba, what kind of edge we can see here for long? Because here is fibbing perfect. Could be trident. Yeah, unfortunately, the problem now is that the value area low and the settlement and the value area high becomes less and less relevant. Do you know why? Because it's session based, right? So RTH closed 26 minutes ago. I don't like fibs. So if we take away the T val, the settlement, the value area high, and we take away the fibs, what are we left with? The VWAP. So especially because in 33 minutes, you know that it's going to be Macaulay Culkin, right? So as we boot up Warzone, okay, I don't need to be staring at this every 5 minutes and seeing it bing bong ding dong. It's going to be more like the next 2, 3 30-minute candles. Where are we at? Okay, that's why it's perfect Warzone time. Because every win or loss on Warzone, I can look at the charts, get a quick glance, and then see where we are. All right, so we're gonna go with 2, 3 30-minute candle closes below and above. We're gonna sprinkle in a little bit of CME resumption, so the ETH gap after Macaulay. So there's gonna be a gap if derivatives pump or dump while CME is paused, right? So we'll go with it, the dip, the tip style. All righty. So yeah, it could be a trident, but I'm really curious about getting into a short, to be honest, Neo. Be careful about the long, okay? Yeah, because, and it's everything, right? I don't like the high to be put in on a Friday. And it's too late to do an RTH sweep today. So it would have to be tomorrow. And I already don't like the timing. This looks much more in conjunction with the week low being put in Monday or Tuesday, possibly at 96, 97. So for me, if we do a bearish retest of the orange line, and do you know what, when I would be able to say that it did the bearish retest of the orange line? The way that I'm looking at it, bruh, is the way that I'm looking at it is if Bitcoin did a bearish retest, then we're going to lose the lower low, the local. And if we lose that, we're going deep, at least 96.5 in my opinion. So whether I take a long with a trident, whether I take a bearish retest of the settlement, everything stems to work off of my thesis that if this is a bearish, he's showing too much alpha, shut him up. Shut him up. Silence him. And cut and scene. You guys like that? But yeah, everything that I would base my next trades off of would be the idea that if that's a bearish retest, we're going to 96. Something like that. So if I'm going to take a long right here, I'm assuming that we stay outside of the RTH gap. We mark that for a reason. Don't forget to have that on your own. That's the RTH gap. Okay, this is the RTH cluster. And this is another kind of reason for like just quick moves, you know, a lot of gaps to the downside. So it will be the first time that we're like reversing, right? Gap up, 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 starting to flip back. So you don't really want to start to spend time in the gap, right? So if I'm going to be taking a trident long, then basically I'm front running. And how much would you risk on this trident? Like this? I mean, that's not too bad. But whatever you're willing to lose, you're basically paying that to front run and have a better entry for value area low and settlement getting turned into support. I know I said those levels aren't important, but they will be if you're going to be a bull. And obviously the VWAP that also lines up right there getting turned into support. And then ultimately like a higher high. So for me, brother, I think we're going to go lower. Maybe 96.5, 97 zone first. Oh my God. And then we go back up higher. Type of shit. Okay? And then that also means what? We got to get our heads on a swivel for fucking altcoins. Right? Every pullback on Bitcoin, I'm excited for what? I'm looking for what? You guys already know what it is. So, but yeah, this I would lean short, obviously, because if the orange line did a bearish retest and we make a lower low, it's gonna. And remember when we kind of broke all this down too, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this isn't that much of a surprise. We broke down and separated the regions so that you had like your golden pocket getting lost, resistance, right? Play up there. You had this helping you out, you know, bearish retest, bullish retest, whatever. And then you still have like this Fibonacci play right here, whether you believe in this, you know, or not. So I think I would lean towards taking this, to be honest. It just sucks that it might have to be during Macaulay, but I don't think I have a choice. So, but it's going to have to look bearish right here, right? So you know what that means? People that are trying to turn this into support are markish smashing right there. So we'll see if there's any sort of div. Yeah, and keep an eye on open interest and see what the fuck it might be doing. Yeah. Is there a bull div or anything? Yeah, I mean small shit. So you guys okay with me kicking it with you guys for like another hour and a half? Can I get a Kimba wiggle wiggle? Let's go. Spam that shit. If I see, for every unique person that spams that shit will equate to a minute of me staying here. We'll just run a quick little counter. And Cage, Husty, you want to get on a little War ZZ? So that's what I'm doing. You guys okay? I'm going to slow it down a little bit, okay? We can see what the levels are. We know that this is bouncing off of, 7.5, naked point of control, a previous level of interest at the blue line, right? Nobody fucking shorting here, right? Okay? Nobody's shorting here. Okay. Like we said, man, that VWAP, the value area low, the Fibonacci rotation, the mathematicals, looks good. And certainly, you know, I do expect it to go test that. So if you wanted to take that trident long, I don't know if you would consider that a trident long, would you? Because it's on the 30-minute. But would you consider that a trident long? If it is and you got filled, I mean, that's fucking awesome. Somebody was asking about it earlier, I think, right? That's ugly as fuck, but yeah, sure. That's like the Step Brothers trident, you feel me? Like King Atlan made the first one and it was a little bit fucked up, so like he threw it in the garbage, you know? Obviously it is gonna be a little bit of a bummer, like if you got spanked around a little bit, you took a little bit of an L, but don't let that just be the takeaway for the day. I lost money. No, fuck that. Like, what is something that you want to do differently a little bit next time? It's not going to be like this every day, so you don't have to be all freaked out and thinking that we're going to get $3,000, $4,000 bing bong ding dongs every day. Because then you're going to be crying to me about, it's so boring. Where's my $5,000 move? Doesn't do it every day, but on the days that it does do this, it really opens your eyes to concepts like, where is liquidity, right? Where did motherfuckers open positions? Where did people put their stops? You know, I think that is the aspect when people say shit like, this doesn't make sense, this isn't normal. They're not understanding that that's what's normal. Grabbing liquidity. It's not supposed to move in the mathematically correct way. You know, that's not, especially with derivative trading. If you want that, you need to be like on daily, monthly, weekly candles. But if you're going to trade 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, you know, that's like pure liquidity grab, especially for such risky assets like crypto, because everybody's so goddamn finicky. So yeah, today was dope, and you got to embrace moments like these and days like these, because it really shines a light on what you're really, really good at and what you're also really, really bad at. And I always say it's okay to lose a little bit of money because we can always get that back. I can help you get that back, no problem. But if you start to lose yourself, you know, how do you lose is the question, because everybody loses. The best traders lose. It's not like a Hallmark gift card saying, it's like a fact. So you gotta be able to handle the losses, and how do you manage them? So if you got spanked around a little bit, it might even be a juicier day than you actually understand, because maybe, just maybe, the losses today is the eye opener that makes you finally make those little changes that you've always been meaning to do. And that's priceless. You never know how much money you may make, or how much money you might save yourself from losing because you learn something or you change something that you're doing, right? So let's stay focused. All right. I hope everybody had an amazing day today. Like I said, for me, it's an SFP of the top or the SFP at the bottom. Any of these bottoms I will take. I'm ready for a short. I'm ready for a long. In 19 minutes, CME is going to pause. Okay. So it's going to be an even crazier shit show, or maybe it's just a crab cake. That'll be nice, because then we can actually try to get 6 Warzone dubs. Okay, instead of getting second place 5 times in a row because I can't fucking clutch anything.
Not enough Latushi.
All right, we good? Kasoric says today was juicy to work on emotions. That's awesome. And Kasoric, let me see how long you've been here. Let me pull out the... Kasoric, you've been a sub for 6 months, and you've been following since June 11th of 2024. You've been here for a minute, my guy. That's awesome. It's been quite a journey, brother. There's lions that have been here for 2 years, 3 years, and everybody, I think, can relate to one another, because every stupid mistake that anybody can make, we've all done. You know, bottom shorting, I've done it. Top longing, I've done it. Revenge trading, FOMO trading, every fucked up, stupid shit mistake that you could think of making in this game, I've done it thousands of times. And the reason why I may be able to stand a chance against making those same mistakes is because I've begun to put in protocols in place so I don't make those mistakes for the 9,000th time or the 10,000th time. You know, I can stop it. And you know what's crazy? Every trade, every day, it's a challenge to resist the urge to do some stupid shit. It's not like it comes easy for me. Every trade, I have to really tell myself, yo. Nah. Just put that stop loss at break even, okay? At the end of the day, your retail ass needs to take that, okay? Don't be thinking it's gonna bounce from 7.5. Your entry's already ass. Get stopped out in profit and then re-enter if you really want. And if you're really gonna take that re-entry at 7.5, it better be a bull div. So stop this bitch out, okay? Or, you know, if you're thinking, okay, fuck, the golden pocket pullback is at the 618 or the 7.5, which is at my entry. Ask yourself if you really think if it's gonna pull back, because guess what you should do? Just TP that bitch behind the 328, you know, or 382. You know, maximize profits, maybe even the 236 or the 114. And then since you did the right thing and TP'd early, if it does pull back, take it at the golden pocket or Kimba box with your stop loss lower low or higher high. And you can take a loss on that trade, but net for that trade idea, it's break even because your first attempt, you actually shaved and realized as much profits as you could. So if you can just kind of anticipate and think of stuff in advance, it'll really help you on fuck. Should I just shave real quick here? Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lions. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use good risk management. Hey, he said he's gonna smack the shit out of you. Hey, stay safe, lions. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'll be here bright and early. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.